Beautiful day for varsity softball here in the heart of Southwest Ohio. A clash between the Lebanon Warriors and the Little Miami Panthers on ICRC-TV Sports. I'm Will Matthews, and I'm glad to have you for this exciting afternoon matchup. Let's take a look at how these two teams stack up in the Eastern Cincinnati Conference. The Lebanon Warriors possess a 10-3 record with a 7-1 conference record, and they're hot off 2 consecutive wins from earlier this week. Good enough to put them second in the ECC. The Little Miami Panthers hope to make some ground on the Milford Eagles. They enter today with a 7-5 record, 3-2 in conference. And looking at how these two teams compare, and you can see Lebanon is not a team to be messed with. They're coming off their 2025 first Division I softball championship in program history. And as you can see by the stats on screen, they are just good all across the board. Little Miami is no slouch themselves, though. As you can see, they're nearly batting 300 as a team, and today I'm sure they are trying to get that over the 300 mark. And we are just getting through the player introductions for today. OHSAA varsity softball nearly underway. And as we take a look at the mound today, starting for the Panthers is number 2, Faith Thompson. She is a senior, and entering today, she has 42 2/3 innings pitched, a 3.45 ERA, and 42 strikeouts on the year. She's probably looking to keep this matchup really close for her bats today, as Lebanon is no team to shy away from at the plate. And first at bat for the Lebanon Warriors, number 7, Sophie Abrams. She is a junior. And as you can see on your screen, she is batting .381 on the year, a .469 on-base percentage, 15 runs scored, and 8 RBIs. Looking to get things started for the Warriors today on what I will probably reiterate a couple of days, a gorgeous day for softball action here. Winds are blowing a little bit out to right field. Should be a good day for our left-handed hitters at the plate. And here we go for the first pitch of the day. And that's just going to be called a hair off the plate by our umpire behind the dish. And that one is loosely hit out to short, and that'll record the first out of the game. Stepping up to the plate now, number 29, Jenna Callahan. She's a senior, a first baseman. Just off the plate. On your screen, you're seeing now Callahan entering today, batting .394 with 11 runs and 8 RBIs. She swings and misses on the third pitch of the at-bat. Ball is called up. Evens the count at 2-2. As I was mentioning, this Lebanon team, as you saw earlier in our broadcast, they just bat phenomenally. But that'll be a strikeout for Thompson. Second out of the inning. So far, an efficient one as well. Here, stepping to the plate is number 25, Sophia Shielder. And she is been playing very, very well for the Warriors today. Here's the first pitch, comes in low. She is first in RBIs in the ECC, and she is batting .484 on the year, which, if my numbers are correct, leads Lebanon's batting. And there is strike one. She's also taking the mound today for Lebanon. 1-1's the count. Ball outside. Both teams wearing pinstripe jerseys today. I gotta say, I am a fan. Fouled off. I'll put the count at 1-2 still. Lebanon is wearing white today, albeit they are the visitors. And struck her out. So that'll retire the side for Little Miami. They'll come to plate right after this on ICRC-TV. And welcome back to Hamilton Township as we enter the bottom of the first here. And as you can see on the mound for the Lebanon Warriors is number 25, Sophia Shielder. She is a 4-year starter in her senior year. And you heard me talk a little bit about her offensively when she came up to plate earlier on. But on the mound, she is also something to be feared. 59 innings pitched, a 1.19 ERA. She leads the team, and she has 106 strikeouts on the year. She's also tied second in wins with 8 in the ECC and second in strikeouts. And coming up to the plate first for Little Miami is number 5, Ella Cook. She is a junior. First pitch. And a strike call, I believe. Looked good up here. Hair off the plate. A 1-1. Swing and a miss for Cook. and struck her out. So Lebanon records the first out of their defensive side of the game without issue, as number 16 for Little Miami steps into the box. And this is number 16, Juliet Wilkerson, senior. Wilkerson batting .376 on the year. Sorry, .378, as she swung and missed on first pitch of her at-bat. And make it double as she swings over the top of the second pitch. 0-2 is the count. That one just misses a hair up. A close take. Fouled off just behind our press box here. As you can hear, the Little Miami dugout is getting very energetic in these first plate appearances. Looking to get something started here, as it's fouled just down the first base line. So count remains 1-2 for Wilkerson. She has an on-base percentage of .439. And she is looking to get it started for the Panthers here. Another foul. She remains battling in the count here. The 1-2 again. And fouled just off the third base line. Will bring us the seventh pitch of the at-bat. And the cheering getting going early for the Panthers here. Looking to get the offense started as here comes a pitch. And low, evens the count at 2-2. I'm sure the Panthers would like to get as many pitches out of ball three there. As I was saying, as many pitches out of Shielder as possible early on here. Not that any of the other Lebanon pitchers are anything to shy away from, but if they can get Shielder out of the game here early, that'd be a big plus for their offense. And she draws a walk. If my math is correct, that was a 10-pitch at-bat, as Wilkerson will trot down to first. Stepping into the box here for the Panthers, number 7, Eva Thompson. My apologies, Eva Farsing. Ball 1 is the first pitch to her. Time at the plate. Farsing batting .385 on the year, .405 on base percentage. Ball 2. Five doubles on the year for Farsing. Put in play right back to the pitcher. They'll look to turn 2, but they will elect to just get the out at second. So that'll bring 2 outs in the bottom of the first here.
see 18 for my catcher.
And we'll see a courtesy runner here for Farsing.
18 courtesy runner.
You look on screen. Unable to get 2 on the play, but keeping a runner only at first. And stepping up to the plate here is Lila Hatfield, sophomore outfielder. She's batting .303 on the season and trying to spark a rally here. First pitch to her is a strike on the inside corner. The 0-1. Checks her swing and called a ball on the field. She steps back into the box here. And inside again. Shielder hoping to get out of this inning unscathed. Farsing at first. And Hatfield at the plate here. Strike 2 as Hatfield leads the Panthers in RBIs with 15. Good for second in the ECC. She also has 3 home runs on the year. And a poke out to right with the wind today might be what she needs. Way inside, that's going to hit her. And Panthers are going to have runners on second and first now. That one just looked like it came out of the hand a little bit inside for Shielder. Here you get another look. And despite hitting her nice on the wrist, Hatfield looks to have trotted down to first without any issue. Fouled straight back as Aubrey Mullins is at bat now. The sophomore infielder. She's batting .385 with 2 RBIs and 11 runs on this year. And a strike on the corner, this one outside. So she'll find herself in a hole here, 0-2. With 2 outs, runners on second and first. Shielder, the pitch. Low, and runners will take off and advance without issue. So now there's 2 runners in scoring position for Aubrey Mullins. Panthers trying to capitalize early as we have a wee-woo chant coming from their dugout. And taken right down the middle for strike 3, so that will retire the inning. Shielder escapes the inning, and we will come back at the top of the second.
left field.
Welcome to another edition of What's Going Down the Dale.
Welcome. You're listening to the Human Resource.
Yeah, well, as he fight.
Back for the top of the second, as between the innings, Lebanon had an extended meeting outside of their dugout. I don't know if they were discussing some things from the previous inning, but nonetheless, score remains 0-0, as here comes the first pitch from Thompson, taken for a strike. At the plate for Lebanon, number 3, Brianna Carter, the senior second baseman. 1-1 the count. Popped up, shallow right field, and that'll be an out for the second baseman, retiring Carter. Stepping into the box now for Lebanon is number 12, Georgia Underwood, as you see that last out there on your screen. No issue for the Little Miami defense there. First pitch was a ball. Check swing, but strike is called nonetheless. Underwood batting 375 on the year. Pitch in the dirt will bring the count to 2-1. Popped up, but that will be out of play as, someone in the crowd there took one to the noggin, but seems all right. There's a field here. Has pretty close bleachers to the foul lines. Counts 2-2 here at the plate. Put in play. And across the diamond for out number 2. Stepping up to bat now for the Lebanon Warriors is number 1, Paisley Stansberry, sophomore outfielder. And strike 1, taken for the first pitch. Thompson working rather efficiently in the second inning here. With a little bit of off speed for pitch number 2. Stansberry was way ahead of it that time. And so she'll be facing an 0-2 count. Fouled off for pitch number 3. And a very close pitch on the outside corner there. You can hear it from the fans. They wanted a strike call, but the call was a ball nonetheless. Popped up, shallow infield. And that'll be the end of the top of the second. So Little Miami works out of it once again. Score remains 0-0 here in Hamilton Township.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Bottom of the second here, Shielder taking the mound once again. As up to bat will be Faith Thompson, the Little Miami pitcher. Looking to get something started for her team offensively here. First pitch low. As the Panthers did threaten last inning, putting 2 runners in scoring position, but were unable to convert. I'm sure Thompson would love to get something going. That one's fouled off hot towards the Panthers dugout. And the count will be 0-2. Sorry, 1-1. Still 0-2. As that one, I believe, may have hit our production truck just parked right behind the stands here. Sure, that shook our guys up just a little bit. That one's called low for ball 1. Eagle Eye is the chant coming from the Panther dugout, as it was a close take nonetheless. And rung up on a strike on the outside corner for out number 1. So Shielder will have 2 strikeouts on the game here. Just hit the outside corner by the looks of it. Stepping into the box here for the Panthers is Abigail Osborne. She takes strike number 1. The junior first base and outfielder. On the year, she's batting .243. Ball low. And that one is called for an inside strike. Count 1-2. Taken for ball number 2, evening it up. The count. Swung on and missed for the second out of the inning. Shielder now up to 3. And thus far, bottom of the second is proving to be a little less threatening for Shielder. First pitch is a ball. It's number 9, Sloan Wing, the senior shortstop, who recorded an out last inning. She's batting .318. Swung on and missed the second pitch. That pitch was taken low for a ball. Strike number 2 to Wing. Panthers looking to maybe get something started here with 2 outs. And the count is full. Wing has 4 walks on the year. And down the middle for strike number 3. So that will do it for the bottom of the second. Lebanon 0, Little Miami 0. And we'll return with you for the top of the third.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our every day.
Back here for the top of the third, score remains 0-0. Thompson still on the mound for the Panthers. As you can see on your screen, weather has really shown out for us today here, as it is sunny with sporadic clouds, high to mid 70s. This is the first pitch of the inning. That swung on and missed. Pitch number 2. Will be strike number 2. In the box is number 10, Claire Kindell for Lebanon Warriors. She's a junior second baseman. And that one is high and outside. Brings the count to 1-2. Strike number 3. That'll be the first out of the top of the third. Unfortunately, I've not been keeping tally up here of Thompson's strikeouts. But I must say, she has been working rather efficiently so far in this game. At the plate now is number 4, Kyra Heiser. 4-year starter. She'll take strike one. Taken for a ball. Well, Miami fans had some chirps to say after that one. And that one's called low. Fouled off to the backstop. Makes the count full. Lebanon has yet to put a player on the bases so far. That'll be strikeout number 2 of the inning for Thompson. I believe that is strikeout number 5 for her. Brings her up to 47 on the inning, or on the year. Excuse me. First pitch strike. And at the plate for Lebanon, it's bunted into play and goes foul. Number 20, Emma Shielder. She's batting .432 in her sophomore campaign, .533 on base percentage. And as you saw in the previous pitch, not afraid to play small ball, as she slaps it down, but will be retired for the 3rd out of the inning. So once again, Little Miami 3 up, 3 down, as they'll head to the bottom of the 3rd.
I'm Chris Jakovic. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakovic, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. My service never stops.
Bottom of the 3rd here at Little Miami High School. Shielder still on the mound for the Warriors. And stepping to the plate is Caitlin Cook, middle infielder for the Panthers. Her sophomore campaign, she's batting .07, E7. She takes strike 1. Pitch number 2 fouled off. I mentioned earlier in our broadcast, Lebanon is coming off of their first ever softball state championship last year in 2025. They played in Akron for that championship at Firestone Park, as the 3rd pitch is just outside. Firestone Stadium, where I believe the Akron Rubber Ducks minor league team plays. Beat Centerville 3-1 after a 3-hour rain delay. And once again, that is historic for Lebanon, being their first ever softball state championship. So Cook checks back into the box. She's got 2 strikes on her. And that one is left up. Evens the count at 2-2. This game has been rather quick this far, as we are in the bottom of the third, as that pitch by Cook is taken for strike 3 looking. But as I was saying, we are only 45 minutes into this game, and 1 out in the bottom of the third, as both pitchers have just been dealing up there. Combined, have 10 strikeouts. Ball low. Ella Cook up for her second plate appearance. She flew out to second in the first inning. She tries to lay this one down, but pops it out of play. Strike at the top of the zone there. 1-2 counts. Fouled out of play. Cook battles. Since the first, bottom of the first to be exact, no runners have reached first. Either team looking to start it up here. So here comes the pitch. Belted, way out to left, off the wall. That's going to remain in play. Cook is going to advance all the way to third. And as I was saying, Panthers have a huge hit here in the bottom of the third. Cook nearly put that one over the wall. And that ball did everything in its power to stay in the field. It bounced twice off the outfield wall. Let's take a look. And you see there, yeah, 2 bounces off the striping. As that first pitch is taken as a strike. Juliet Wilkerson back at plate for her second plate appearance. And really looking to drive in this run. Bunts it. Runner's going to advance to home. And the Panthers are on the board. So Wilkerson does her job and gets one for Little Miami. So Shielder, who I believe hasn't faced much opposition this year, just looking at her ERA, is going to have one on her in the bottom of the third. First pitch, just a bit outside. At the plate now, Zava Farsing. Excuse me. One is the count. as the wind really picks up out there, blowing heavily to right field. Perhaps what kept that ball in play. And Cooks hit. This one is going to be taken to center field, and that's going to drop. And gets away. And Farsing's going to advance to second. So 2 hits now in the inning, with 2 outs, as Little Miami wants to keep it going. We're going to have a courtesy runner for Farsing. Take a look here. Just a nice poke. Going to get down and away from the center fielder there. And it's going to be no issue to advance into second. So a couple of hits here. And Little Miami is threatening once again with 2 outs. As Lila Hatfield steps back into the box, and she takes ball 1 for the first pitch. (2-0) the count. And the Panthers dugout energy has really picked up with those couple of hits here. Looking to keep it going. Take it outside. That's going to be a 3-0 count now to Hatfield. And there you can see the dugout getting rowdy, keeping the vibes high. Swung on, had the green light for the 3-0 pitch there. Make the count 3-1. Inside, and that'll be a walk to Hatfield. So runners on second and first now. Stepping into the box now is Avery Mullins. As you can see, that last pitch just missed a hair inside. Aubrey Mullins has a runner in scoring position and looking to take a hack up there as she fouls off the first pitch. Checked her swing, and they're going to call a strike as she did break the plane, according to the ump behind the dish. Pitch taken outside. Counts 1-2 now. A solid swing there, but couldn't put it in play. Shielder gets her sign. Pitch. And it's going to be a called strike 3. So Little Miami get 1 on a huge triple that just remained inside the park with 2 hits on the inning. And they will head to the top of the 4th with a 1-0 lead.
might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
So there you can see some fans hanging out amongst the wall out there. I'm sure they had a great view of that triple from last inning that just remained on the inside of the park as Thompson comes out for her 4th inning. And her first pitch will be a ball. Stepping up to the plate is number 7, Sophie Abrams, junior outfielder. And she's really probably looking to get things started for Lebanon here. They have yet to have a runner reach base in this game, as Thompson has remained dominant in the first 3 innings of play. Fouled off, brings the count to 1-2. Now you hear Lebanon's dugout trying to rally something up here, as that one is fouled off and out of play. Up by a mound of sand out there past first base. And as the famous Bob Uecker would say, just a bit outside, brings the count 2-2. And now, count is full to Abrams. This one popped up. Runner, we almost had a collision as that ball will get down. As the second baseman was tracking backwards, right fielder nearly collided. Fortunately avoided the collision there, but that ball will get down on what a scorekeeper would most likely mark as an error on the inning. So Lebanon does get their first runner on as Jenna Callahan steps up for her second plate appearance. Perhaps trying to break through as Panthers pitching. Runner takes off. Throw looks good, and they're going to call her out. Farfsing from behind the dish, from her knees, throws out the runner. Abrams, who took off on the pitch. And I gotta say, you can't place a throwdown much better than that. So as quickly as that runner got on base, that has all gone away for the Warriors. Abrams will take another pitch outside and low. And well hit into center field. That's going to drop for a single. And Callahan reaches. And she just read that pitch all the way through. And a well-executed single there to try and get this Lebanon Warriors offense going. This one popped up, and this time called off by the right fielder in a very similar placement to that error from earlier this inning. That one, no trouble for the right fielder there. And as I always remember, as we have the first pitch here, swung on and missed. The lingo out in communicating on those fly balls is just so important. I was never an outfielder, but that pitch is fouled off. Never an outfielder, but when I was playing on the infield, you know, your outfielders just always have that priority if they call you off. And so perhaps learning from their earlier mistake. This one is going to drop up the middle. That'll be another single. So Lebanon threatening now. Trying to get something going. And that one, not particularly strongly hit, but just really well placed. Dropping for a single up the middle. So with 2 outs, 2 on. This one grounded to second, and they elect to go for the easy one. So Little Miami retains their 1-0 lead heading into the bottom of the 4th. A couple of singles that inning for Lebanon. But alas, Panthers still on top. So, Shielder takes the mound once again, as we've got a bit of a pitching duel today. Both Thompson and Shielder have recorded a fair amount of strikeouts this far through the game, and we are entering the bottom of the 4th now. Little Miami leads 0-1. First pitch taken for a strike. And as a production, we always do appreciate a quick pace of play. And these pitchers are really up there and really dealing. And just going right at the plate. Counts now 1-2, and speaking of Faith Thompson, she steps in for her second plate appearance. Always nice to get some offense going for yourself when you're on the mound. She fouls that one off, though, and that'll be caught for strike number 3. So Shielder records another one. Other than the 3rd and a bit in the 1st, she hasn't faced a whole lot of opposition early in the inning. Been fairly resourceful in getting those 1st and 2nd outs. At the plate now is Abigail Osborne. She takes that one up. The count will now be 1-1. That one again up. Fairly easy for Osborne to lay off of. Shielder finds the zone that time, leaving the count up at 2-2. Remains 2-2. Osborne with 9 hits on the year. And fouls that one off. Battling with 2 strikes here. And she's going to take a close one there for ball number 3. Brings the count to full. So a walker knock is what she would be looking for here. Shielder, the pitch. This one's driven shallow left field and caught easily. So 2 outs here. Shielder looking to perhaps have an easier time this inning. First pitch fouled off by Sloan Wing. Low for ball 1. Taken for a strike. Second of this at bat. And that will be the 3rd out of the inning as Wing strikes out. So we head to the top of the 5th. Lebanon still trailing 0-1 as the Panthers look to retain their lead. Coming up next on ICRC-TV.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakimick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. My service never stops.
We are back here for the top of the fifth at Little Miami. And so at this time, I'd like to thank our production crew for today. We're always thankful to have our interns and volunteers out here working our cameras. Patrick Mulcahy is the man in the truck today directing this wonderful broadcast. We have Austin, Matt, and Carter out there working our cameras. First pitch is taken for a line out to third. So one pitch, one out here in the top of the fifth. And nearly forgot to mention Jackson in the truck running graphics for us today. If you're interested at all in volunteering and getting involved in productions like this, you can visit ICRC-TV.com or reach out to Dean at ICRC-TV.com via email and just let us know, hey, I want to get involved. Second pitch of the at-bat is taken for a swinging strike. That pitch ball to Claire Kendall. Junior second baseman. She takes a hack, only finds a piece of it. So we'll have a 2-2 count here. One out in the top of the fifth. And that's going to be a leather-looking strikeout for Faith Thompson, who is looking mighty impenetrable right now, pitching. So stepping in for Lebanon here. It's Kyra Heiser. She'll take strike number one. And now the count will come to 1-1. Popped up on the infield, settling under it, and out number 3. So another 3-up, 3-down inning for Faith Thompson as her team will head to the plate in the bottom of the fifth, coming up on ICRC-TV.
All right, our first item of business is a presentation, which is a swearing in of a new officer.
A Freeze-On Mayor with Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas. Brings it himself inside the tent. Touchdown, Marymount. From the top of the key, Anna Habra ties the score.
So, here we are in the bottom of the fifth inning. Little Miami trying to expand their lead as they only have one over the Warriors right now. Stepping up to bat for the Panthers is Caitlin Cook. And she'll take a strike for her second plate appearance. Looking ahead for both of these teams, both teams have double headers coming up as the second pitch is taken for a ball. Lebanon will play Winton Woods twice on the 17th, and the Panthers will play Walnut Hills twice. So a lot of softball for both of these teams this week. Lebanon has played 3 games this week entering today, so 1 for every day of the week. And we'll play 2 more again tomorrow. And much is the same for Little Miami. So a lot of softball has been played and is yet to be played. And you wonder if this game ever gets out of hand as we have a strikeout to Cook, first out of the inning. If either of these teams will really make substitutions at any point, particularly for their pitchers, to try and keep some arms from getting a little stiff. There you see the strike on the corner in that last at-bat. Strike again here as Ella Cook steps back into the box. A lefty may be looking to take advantage of the wind blowing out to her pull side. She lays that one down. Well, that's going to bounce foul back to the catcher. Popped up. Short settling under it. And another can of corn for out number 2. So Juliet Wilkerson, who laid down a crucial bunt in her previous at-bat, has the only RBI of the game attributed to her. No runners on this time. And facing 2 outs here. She'll take a hack at that one and just swung over the top of it by the looks of it. That pitch is taken outside by Wilkerson. Panthers dugout, perhaps trying to inspire a 2-out rally here, as Wilkerson will draw the count full. In the on-deck circle is Farsing. Had a double in her previous at-bat. This one driven right out to short, and that will be the end of the bottom of the 5th. So no damage for Shielding in another inning, as we will come back to you with the top of the 6th here on ICRC-TV Sports.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today. Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
So, here we are for the top of the 6 as the sun begins to set. Emma Shielder lays one down. And they're going to get her at first on a very well-made play. Little Miami, before we rejoined the broadcast, was discussing Shielder's tendency to slap hit, and perhaps we're expecting her to try and lay one down. As the Panthers continue to keep the Warriors from getting much going. This pitch fouled off. Sophie Abrams at the plate here. This one trailing back just a foot foul of the first baseline. I'm sure the Warriors would have loved for that one to drop fair. They have only 2 hits on the ball game. Thompson has just remained solid, and as I say that, announcer's curse. Abrams will put that up the middle for a single. Almost like she tomahawk swung on that last one. That pitch was way up in the zone, but nonetheless, she finds herself with a hit. Here comes a bunt. That one's laid down nicely in front of the pitcher, but they will manage to record the out there and advance Abrams to second. So that was Callahan with the bunt there. And the Panthers continue to impress on their defense with the bunts. 2 this inning that were very well placed, and yet both result in an out. So ball 1 is the first pitch here to Shielder. That one looked to me up in the booth, a little bit outside, but called for a strike. Swung on again, a Shielder. Schiedler. And there's a ball to Schiedler. She has the power to change the tide for the Warriors here. She has 3 home runs on the year. She recorded 6 last year. She fouls that one off. 2 strikes remain on the count. And I had to check my glasses. She recorded 106 hits in the 2025 campaign for the Warriors. And already has 34 on the year early in the 2026 season. And she draws a walk here. My apologies. I misread her stats. She did have 52 hits last year, so still not a number to at all shy away from. So into the box here for Lebanon is Brianna Carter, as we'll have a coach's timeout. Lebanon head coach having a discussion with the umpire for a courtesy runner for Schiedler. is now Caitlin Kober will take the reins over at first now. So Warriors with runners on second and first. Carter at the plate. And 2 outs. A timely hit here could mean the difference in this game, as both pitchers seem reluctant to let anybody on base. So Carter steps in. Thompson with the pitch. And that'll be called strike on the outside corner. The 1-1. Taken for a ball. This one is going to get through. They're sending the runner, and she'll score standing up. So we've got a tie ball game, folks. Abrams came in to score without having to slide. And Carter, with a timely hit in what has turned out to be a fantastic pitching duel, has evened up the score. Umpires having a little discussion here, but play will resume. Runners remain on second and first. This one's slapped over to the second base side, and that will retire the inning. So Lebanon get one back. And entering the bottom of the 6th, we now find ourselves in a tie ball game. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back on ICRC-TV.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force, and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakimick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. My service never stops.
So, thank you for joining us here for the bottom of the 6th. As you are watching a fantastic ball game thus far, both pitchers have been very exceptional today with their pitching, but Lebanon finally tied up the score in the bottom or the top of the 6th there, getting a couple of runners on. Schiedler takes the mound for her 6th inning. And I apologize to any viewers or listeners that have been watching this far and looking at your screen and being, that's not pronounced Schiedler, that's pronounced Schiedler or Scheidler. So my apologies to Emma and Sophia Schiedler. 3-0 is the count. Farsing with a double earlier in this ball game. looking to lead her team off with a hit here or a walk. Either way does it, as she will trot on down to first base. And Little Miami will have another runner on. So coming up to the plate as the Panthers will have a courtesy runner for Farson is number 6, Lila Hatfield. I mentioned earlier in this ball game, she is 3rd in home runs in the conference with 3. 2nd in RBIs, leads her team. That pitch is recorded up for a ball. And I notice, I believe both teams are wearing wristband play callers. Perhaps you can hear coaches yelling numbers from either dugout for both the pitch and for the runners. This one's laid down as a bunt. Runner will advance. They'll get the out at first. So a runner now in scoring position with 1 out. Aubrey Mullins will step into the box. Here's that previous bunt. And that one was also laid down nicely, and Lebanon had no issue fielding that one in for an out. First pitch swung on by Mullins. So this far, we've seen 3 bunts put into play and 3 outs with all of them. This one is driven out to right field. That one's going to fall. They're sending the runner home. Mullins advances to third. She's going to be called safe with a RBI triple. So just as quickly as Lebanon tied up the game, Little Miami takes the lead once again. And that one was very nicely hit out there. Perhaps got up in the wind as well and just carried back. And Mullins has a triple. Another bunt shown. This one not put into play. Would be the second suicide squeeze. So I did misspeak earlier. We did see a bunt that did score Little Miami's first run of the game. Here's Faith Thompson. She has 2 strikes on her early in the count. She'll take the 3rd pitch of the at-bat for a ball. There's another ball. You hear the wind starting to pick up a bit as Thompson fouled that one back into the backstop. Panthers calling for a double right now. This one is going to drop into shallow left field, and another run will come home for the Panthers. So this time, Faith Thompson gets one for herself and will extend that lead to 2. An insurance run for the first time in this ballgame. Very nicely placed between both of the outfielders out there. So while the dugout was calling for a double, a single is all it took. Strike 1 will be the first pitch to Abigail Osborne. And the second strike called. A couple of cries from the crowd at that one. Pitch. Somewhat more outside than the previous pitch. Bring the count to 1-2 to Osborne. Still one out. This one popped up. Multiple fielders going for it. Short will range over and snag that one in for the second out of the inning. And looks like the Panthers are possibly going to bring in a courtesy runner. No, not a courtesy runner, but a pinch hitter, I believe, here. Number 13, Aubrey Wyatt, will step in for her first at-bat of the game. A junior, plays second in outfield. Perhaps a substitution for a crucial hit here that could really favor this game for the Panthers. Wyatt steps in. Schiedler gets her sign. The first pitch will be taken for a strike. As the sun starts to set behind the clouds here. But I don't believe time is the thing we have to worry about with how quick this game is gone. That'll be strike number 2. And a quick 3 strikes to Wyatt will retire the bottom of the 6th. So Little Miami scores 2 on some big hits, and that will send us to the top of the 7th. Little Miami lead 3-1.
Deep left field.
Welcome to another edition of What's Going Down the Dale.
Welcome. You're listening to the Human Resource.
Yeah, well, as he fight.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
There you see our spectators in the outfield. They've relocated to just under the scoreboard out there in right field, basking in the sun as it begins to set here at Little Miami High School. Thompson is back on the mound, looking to go the full distance. She's got a 2-run lead here. She floats that one in for a strike. Panthers defense and pitching looking to hold here what has been a phenomenally tight game up until the previous inning. This one taken out to right, but will be recorded for the first out of the inning. So 2 outs away from a victory the Panthers find themselves in. And here we see number 11 for Lebanon, Skylar Perfetti, who I believe is getting her first at-bat for the inning, or for the game. My apologies. Perhaps making the looks break open this game for the Warriors as they are down to their final 2 outs. As I was saying, in what has been a phenomenally quick game, as she swings for a strike. A quick game for both of these pitchers, as despite either one of them having to record a loss today, both have pitched very, very well. This one put into play over short, across the diamond, but dropped by the first baseman. And that'll be the second error of the ball game, the first for Little Miami. And what didn't take a hop, but may have just hit the wrong part of the glove over there. The sun does seem to be somewhat in the face of the first baseman, who I believe is Bailey Thiem. May have played a role in the Warriors getting a runner on first now. So tying run now steps out at the plate. This one, shallow right, ranging over. That one's also going to drop. Runners advance to second and first. And that one also made contact with the glove. Little Miami's coach will make a appeal to the home plate umpire. As on your screen you can see, wasn't exactly an easy play to make. And even more so with the sun. The play will stand, as I believe he was appealing whether, when that made contact with the right fielder, it was fair or foul. And from my vantage point, she looked to be in fair territory. And umpires agree, so that'll put runners on second and first here. This one popped up and off the glove from a leaping effort by the catcher there. She slid all the way into the backstop, and I believe it's gravel behind the backstop, so that couldn't have felt good. As here you'll get another look. Nearly had it off the end of the glove. This one fouled out of play, so 2 strikes early. Emma Schiedler at the plate now. And anything past the infielders here, I've got to suspect that they're going to send the runner here. And that's lined out. They're going to call her safe at first as they nearly backpicked on the line out there to third. And what would have been a very abrupt end to this ball game. And Little Miami is going to make another appeal on the call there. field ump made the call. Home umpire may have had a better vantage point of it, as you saw another look there. They're talking it out, and they will go with what was called on the field. So we have 2 outs now. Runners on first and second. Lebanon down to their final out, as Sophie Abrams steps up to the plate. First pitch swung on, missed. This one over the head of second. A run's going to come in to score. And they'll hold up the runner from first at third. So things are getting interesting here, as now we have runners on the corner. This one just over the head of second base. And the Panthers were quick to get it in and hold the runner at third. But now they're going to have a meeting out on the field, as it looks like we may have a player who is struggling to walk around out there. I would imagine that's their second baseman, who did make a leaping effort to try and rein that one in. That's Caitlin Cook out there, who seems like she will battle through it. So I don't know if we have another look at that, but she may have come down hard on it, trying to make a leap for that ball. She will remain in the game, however, and play is to resume here shortly. So we resume here. Jenna Callahan at the plate. Thompson with the pitch. Runner will go. No throw. Runner tried to possibly draw a throw down to open up an opportunity for her runner at third. Would have been very dangerous here with 2 outs. That'll be 2-0 now. That is a tactic often seen in not only softball but baseball as well, with runners on the corner, trying to get a run in by drawing them to throw down. This one grounded to short, across the diamond, and that'll be the final out. So Little Miami retained their lead despite some excitement towards the end of the game there, as they remain triumphant over the Lebanon Warriors, 3-2 here. Thompson will record the win. Schiedler, despite her efforts, will record the loss in a very, very close ball game here in the ECC. So I want to thank all of my production team and the viewers for watching. This has been an ICRC-TV sports production. We hope you tune in next time for some more OHSAA varsity softball action. Thanks for watching.